hard to make it to the back pew when you do what I do all night. If the church wasn't so far from this bar, then maybe I'd try. But as it goes, I'm just a no-show, sitting here singing these songs. Spreading the message from the gospel according to Jones. Step right on up, take the grand tour. He stopped loving her today. In Tennessee whiskey and white lightning, they're just some of the choices I've made. It's a real good year for the roses. Remember, the race is still on. There's just a few of the chapters from the gospel according to Jones. I'm just one of the many, and there's plenty trying to fill his shoes. I'm no preacher, but I'm a believer in the cold, hard truth. My altar's this stage, my congregation is full of lost souls. And we hold us a Saturday night service from the gospel according to Jones. You step right on up, take the grand tour. He stopped loving her today. In Tennessee whiskey and white lightning, they're just some of the choices I've made. It's a real good year for the roses. Remember, the race is still on. There's just a few of the chapters from the gospel according to Jones. Well, St. Hank and St. Lefty and Brother Whalen, well, they've all passed on, but they're singing in heaven, says the gospel according to Jones. Yeah, we're gonna sing up in heaven, says the gospel according to Jones. Yeah, according to Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
I'm so sick and tired picking up your mess. I didn't even make it. Baby, what do you expect? Don't you think it's kinda crazy how I start apologizing? I'm the only one who's trying to fix what you've done wrong. I'm too good to you for my own good. I'm staying longer than I should. You don't love me like you said you would. I'm too good to you for my own good. You got me feeling bad. I don't know who you love. You don't know what you have. And I think I've had enough. Don't you think it's kinda crazy that I stuck around this long? I should be moving on, but I just keep loving you. I'm too good to you for my own good. I'm staying longer than I should. You don't love me like you said you would. I'm too good to you for my own good. I'm too good to you for my own good. I'm sorry for the time it took for me to see what you never could. I'm too good to you for my own good. I'm too good to you for my own
That is brand new music from Sarah Tate. It is called Too Good. You can check out the video to it on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Same for the first song. It was by Freddie Pate and The World According to Jones, right here on KICR Indie Country Radio. Welcome to Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly. I am hosting the show. Gonna have a great one tonight on New Music Friday. Lots of new music to debut, of course, on the program. 3 hours of the best in new country music. So sit back, relax, get whatever you're drinking ready. I got my sweet tea right here, and we're going to have a sweet time listening to the best in new country music and a great radio interview tonight with Miss Ariella Aspen, our second radio interview. So that's coming up as well. Now, we want to give a big thank you and shout out to all the radio stations and syndicated affiliates that replay the show. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, devilscountryradio.com. We've got radiotheking.be, that is also from Belgium, WVMIradio.com, realradio.us, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, countrymusicexpress.co.uk. We are on Bourbon Trail Radio, thechimpfm.com from Canada, countrythunder.com.au from Australia, WFPNradio.org, and Big Records World /radio. So lots of great radio stations that replay the show. We are also on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Music, and all of the big ones right here. KICR Indie Country Radio, or search Today's Country with Tim Kelly. How about the brand new single from Midtown, After Midtown, that is. They are After Midtown, their latest single, Party in My Hometown. It is a party night on a finally Friday edition of Today's Country with Tim Kelly. New country's best on New Music Friday.
I'm clear, ain't had a beer under them neon lights. Carries the running, bumping into her. Those memories of what used to be, baby, everything, it still hurts. Got a list of places I don't go, in case you wanna know. She's the reason why I can't get by the county line, far away from her smile and the street lights. Can't stand to see the girl that used to be my drunk on another kiss. Don't think I can handle it. She's the reason why I keep it on the road down, why my buddies they ain't blowing up my phone now. I keep these tires on the road so she don't roll around. She's the reason I don't party in my hometown. I bet she's sitting in a booth in the corner, in the dark, someone else's heart, someone else's arms all wrapped around her. But I don't see her face this many miles away. She's the reason why I can't get by the county line, far away from her smile and the street lights. Can't stand to see the girl that used to be my drunk on another kiss. Don't think I can handle it. She's the reason why I keep it on the road down, why my buddies they ain't blowing up my phone now. I keep these tires on the road so she don't roll around. She's the reason I don't party in my hometown. Someday I might come back here, but not right now. 'Cause she's the reason why I can't get by the county line, far away from her smile and the street lights. Can't stand to see the girl that used to be my drunk on another kiss. Don't think I can handle it. She's the reason why I keep it on the road down, why my buddies they ain't blowing up my phone now. I keep these tires on the road so she don't roll around. She's the reason I don't party in my hometown. She's the reason I don't party in my hometown.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
I watched your car pull out of the drive. The hand I'd held 1,000 times. Waved goodbye forever. We were so good together, but love is like the weather. 'Cause life goes in and people change. We regret the sins that make hearts break. So we're wiser and older. Can't look over my shoulder now that it's over. But I will forgive and I will forget. No need to relive mistakes we made then. I know every ending that's something making. I may be broken, but I will mend. So I'm not crying. This time I'm not crying. Once I thought you rode in from a fairy tale. You wrote about love. Yes, we broke that spell when the white horse fell. Now I'm riding off all by myself. So I will forgive and I will forget. No need to relive
We debuted that song last week on New Music Friday, and now we've added the video to it on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Her name is Caitlin Kohler, and that is her latest single called I'm Not Crying. Well, I'm not crying right now either. I'm very happy, and we've got lots of great new music playing right now on New Music Friday. This next song is making its radio debut tonight. The artist is Justin Dukes. His brand new single is called One Step Away on today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
By the way, you're down in that drink. You've had a long, hard week. And that dress, I must confess, girl, is working on me. You say you don't dance, that's alright. You got me. I'll throw a 20 to the band if you'll let these old boots lead till there's nothing between you and I. Taking a chance in four-quarter town, spinning around, stirring up a spark till I'm one step away from two-stepping away with your heart. There's a maybe in those eyes. We can dance it out on the floor. Come on, let's give us a try. Till there's nothing between you and I. Taking a chance in four-quarter town, spinning around, stirring up a spark till I'm one step away from two-stepping away. There's nothing between you and I. Taking a chance in four-quarter town, spinning around, stirring up a spark till I'm one step away from two-stepping away with your heart. One step away from two-stepping away with your heart. Whoa.
You're listening to New Music Friday on KICR, Indie Country Radio.
I was so careless, I left you alone. I was running the streets and carrying on. You were so patient, never said a word. You hid all the tears and buried your hurt. I was a fool, I never figured it out till I came home to an empty house. I didn't know it was as lonely alone. Didn't know the nights could be so long when someone you love so badly
It's forever since sundown, forever till dawn. As I lie here thinking, I'm hating myself. It's hit me hard, how you must have felt. I'm sorry I hurt you, I'm sorry I lied. I'd give anything to hold you tonight. I didn't know it was this lonely alone. Didn't know the nights could be so long when someone you love so badly is gone. Baby, please don't go. I didn't know it was this lonely alone. Baby, please don't go. I didn't know it was this lonely alone. Baby, please don't go.
The artist is Jessie Mapes. The song is called Lonely, and she is a great artist and a actress as well. She was in the 1980 movie Urban Cowboy. She played Jessie, and she was Sissy's best friend in the movie, Miss Deborah Winger. Also starred John Travolta, and it was all about the Urban Cowboy movie was all about Gillies in Pasadena, Texas. And Mr. Mickey Gilley just passed away a few weeks ago. He is in Branson, Missouri at the time, and he's still got a theater here, and they're still going to be doing country music out of it. So that is great news, and we sure miss Mickey Gilley in the world of entertainment as well. But be sure to check out our interview. Miss Jessie Mapes will be with me live on August the 5th. The full live interview schedule is on our website, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Up next, Ryan Waters from the Ryan Waters Band. His latest single is called In Out Here on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Likes to float way, way down on the river. I got a song that turns her on. I turn it way, way up when I'm with her. I like the smell of apple pie through a screen door. A little six-string picking on a back porch. Hold my baby till the sun goes down. Yeah, I know my way around. Out here with a four-wheel, out here with a rod and reel, out here with a John Deere, where a cold beer tastes better on a Friday night. After working that hard job, coming home to a good dog. Yeah, it's a simple kind of living. Thank the Lord for what you're giving, man. It's pretty damn clear the country's still in out here. White lines, stop signs, we drive way, way out till we ditch 'em. It's all dirt, it's all work, it's all way, way back 4011. And I can guarantee if you ever leave, you're gonna miss it. Out here with a four-wheel, out here with a till we drop.
It's always a party.
Just partying it up.
Your country party is here all summer.
It's summertime.
Turning up the summer country right now.
Every single summer, I wonder if you think about me.
Your summertime station is Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Every single summer, I still think about how we used to ride around town in your hand-me-down Ford. Blue eyes on a boat dock, making small talk, trying not to say the wrong thing. Dancing to a Dirk song, didn't take long. Strangers turn to lovers in a blink. Ooh, most of the year I'm fine without you. But every single summer I still think about how we used to ride around town in your hand-me-down Ford. Parking by the water, start floating like bobbers until the sun kissed the shore. It was you and me, living bigger than we could afford, sitting in a sycamore tree. Every single summer I wonder if you think about me. Red lips on a Coke can, caught myself falling for your farmer's tan. Still ain't found a better sunset yet. Ever since you left, I've been trying, but I can't. Every single summer, I still think about how we used to ride around town in your hand-me-down Ford. Parking by the water, start floating like bobbers until the sun kissed the shore. It was you and me, living bigger than we could afford, sitting in a sycamore tree. Every single summer I wonder if you think about me and your teeth singing Red Dirt Road, slow kissing you in the bonfire glow. Do you wish you were there? Are you wondering where did it go? Where did it go? Every single summer I still think about how we used to ride around town in your hand-me-down Ford. Parking by the water, start floating like bobbers until the sun kissed the shore. It was you and me, living bigger than we could afford, sitting in a sycamore tree. Every single summer I wonder if you think about me.
Boy, there's a great summertime song, the latest single from Marin Taylor. It is called Every Single Summer. Video to that one on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Well, I'm excited tonight for the second time to get to interview this young lady. Her name is Ariella Aspen. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic. Thank you for coming on the program tonight. I've been looking forward to it. Our first one was so much fun. And you got a brand new...
It was.
Yeah, and you got a brand new single we're getting ready to bust loose to the world here in a little bit.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for having me. This is a blast.
You are welcome. Where are you calling from tonight?
I'm calling from White House, Tennessee.
White House, Tennessee. Pretty close to Nashville?
It is. It's about 25 minutes away, so not too bad at all.
Hey, not too bad, and you don't have that traffic to deal with.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's this lake at that you're standing on your website with your shoes off in the sand? It looks like.
Okay, so that was taken by my best friend Morgan Bradley when I went back in February to Washington State, and I wanted, because the song is called "Ocean of Love," I wanted the photo to specifically be taken in an ocean. And so it's in a bay called Camano Bay, and it is actually the Pacific Ocean. Okay. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was freezing, though. It was
awesome.
The water was...
I love it. Yeah, I'm looking at that tree to the far right, and it doesn't have any leaves on it yet, so it's still pretty cold, I can tell. All right, and your skin's blue, so that's not good. No, I'm just kidding. Well, it's great to have you on the program. We're already having lots of fun, and our second interview tonight. So your two biggest passions, it says, is inspiring, singing and writing songs and inspiring people. So that's awesome, and you've been doing it for a little while. You started at age 9.
I did, yes.
That's awesome. And I don't ever ask a woman's age. Sometimes the young ladies will just tell me what their age is, but, I know better than that. I want to have a third interview with you.
Well, I guess for those of you who are listening, I am 19.
19, so about 10 years.
Yeah.
So I started this program when you were 9 years old. Our 10th year started last month, actually.
Congratulations. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Absolutely. Do this long enough and you just never know who you're going to meet in the world of country music. And here we are for the second time.
Very true.
Yeah. So,
very true.
So that tells you to keep going, keep doing your thing. You're just getting started.
I suppose I am.
Yeah. Tell us about writing. Now, I know I tagged a good friend of mine, Taylor Marie Wagner, that we actually met in Nashville back in 2016.
Yes.
Yeah, 2016 at the Nashville Universe Awards at the Wild Horse Saloon. We got to hang out with her, and we've actually met in person. She's since got married. I've since got married. So that's been, 6 years ago. A lot of changes in 6 years as well. But she's a fantastic person, and she's coming out with some new music. I hear that she's going to bust loose some of her new music, and hopefully we'll have it too for the radio station. But how did you guys meet?
So we've never met in person actually, but we met through Instagram, and she reached out to me because she has a publishing company, or she at least worked for a publishing company called Outlaw Publishing, and she had reached out to me, and we started talking a little bit after that, and she ended up co-writing Pixie Dust with me, one of my singles that's out, and it was my first ever co-write. We did it over FaceTime, and it was a lot of fun. She is such an amazing person. So, yeah, I'm very excited to meet her in person one of these days.
Yeah.
Sometime soon.
Yeah. And sure. Yeah, she's an awesome young lady and lots of fun. So you guys will really enjoy getting to meet each other. And that's really an interesting thing on how social media works, isn't it? That's how I get a lot of my music, and people that I don't even know. And here, just the other day, just last week, I was friends with this lady on Facebook, but really, we didn't interact much or at all, really, and been friends for a while as I go back and look. But she finally sends me some music in my email. Come to find out, she's an actress. She was on Urban Cowboy in 1980. So,
wow.
She opened many times for Mickey Gilley, who just passed away, because I'm in Branson, Missouri, and Mickey Gilley passed away here in Branson a few weeks ago, and he's still got a theater here and everything. But it's just interesting in who you meet in the world of country music through social media. And now we're connected and going to do an interview too on August the 5th. So yeah,
it's crazy.
Lots of fun. Yeah. Now, how do you guys write together as far as doing this on social media? Do you hit up Taylor? She hits you up every once in a while and co-write a song?
Yeah, we'll just co-write, or I guess we basically just message each other through Instagram or text. I have a number as well. And we'll just, pick a time to write or pick a date. We haven't written in quite a while, but it goes, I guess, for any of the co-writers that I write with, you just try and find a good time that works for either one of you or for both of you. Yeah. And it depends on who the person is. I know Cecilia, one of my really good friends, I haven't met her either, but we write such good songs every time we write, and we don't even FaceTime. We just talk over the phone, and we'll use Taylor and I also did this. We just use Google Docs as kind of a way to do the lyrics and the chords, and then once we get the lyrics set, we kind of move on to the melody. So that's how I usually do it with those that I co-write with.
Awesome.
But I know everyone's different.
Yeah, and it's all business when you get that scheduled, isn't it? Kind of like those writers' rounds in Nashville. That's exactly what they're going there to do, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
You ever hang out at any of those? Do those writers' rounds or writers' nights?
Yeah, I do some of those. It's a lot of fun. I have to email some more people to get more of the writers' rounds booked. But one of my friends, Caroline Dare, I don't know if you know who that is. She is very, very sweet.
Yeah.
And she is also a songwriter, singer, and she invited me to play at the Commodore Grill with her tomorrow. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that.
That is awesome. That's a famous venue in Nashville, Commodore Grill. Yeah, I've heard of that one. There's also the Bluebird Cafe. Lots of folks downtown playing at the Bluebird Cafe.
Oh, yes.
And
yeah, that is one place that I want to play at so bad.
Yeah, I was somebody posted here a week or two ago about it and showed some of the pictures that they've got hanging on the wall and the famous folks that have played there. So you're in the right town for country music.
Yes, you got that right.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: as a young lady and all the genres out there, what made you want to do country music?
I don't know exactly. I grew up listening to mostly Christian music, and it wasn't until I moved to Nashville back in 2019 that I really started loving country music. And I think it has a lot to do with the people.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone who does country music or writes country music, the songs in general are so wholesome and real, and I love the lyrics, and I love how they relate so much to God and family and life, and I think that's what really drew me into that genre. But I also love Christian and pop. So whenever people ask me what my genre is, I say country, Christian, and pop kind of all mixed together.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I love country gospel music too, and I've been getting quite a few good ones sent to me. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, I interviewed a lady by the name of Lisa Dagg. She is phenomenal at it. And, she had such a great story too, because she had addiction problems. She had been to jail and all of this other stuff, and she turned her life around to God and began doing the country gospel thing, and now she is touring all over the world with her music. So quite a turnaround for that young lady.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So that was a great story, and that's why I love doing these interviews and love talking to folks like you, Ariella, because it is the stories behind the songs that make this show really, really go, and I love that.
Yeah, I love that too.
Yeah.
I think that's really neat.
It is. It's a lot of fun to hear the stories behind the songs, because doing this kind of radio, I get so much music, like I was telling you, sent to me, and I get so many different song titles, and I really, even though I listen to the song and in 30 seconds, I know if it's good enough to put on the radio, so that's good, but until I hear the story and the writing and what it's really about from you guys, I really still, don't get to hear the full story behind the song until we do these interviews. So
right,
that is a lot of fun. Now, what moved you to Nashville? Was it your dad's work or a job maybe that is the reason you went to Nashville?
Well, when we came down here in 2019, September of 2018 was the first time we'd ever come to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
My family came down here with me. We were down here kind of on a vacation, like on a road trip, and we kind of fell in love with it then. But we met a producer by the name of Jeff Dayton, and he toured with Glenn Campbell. He was like his tour manager, I think.
Uh-huh.
And he worked with him forever. And so we met him, and then come June of 2019, we came back down here, rented a place, and that's when I recorded my first EP. Well, then my mom fell in love with writing music, and started writing a lot more and started recording her own songs, and we've really been here ever since.
Wow.
So yeah, we thought it was going to be a short trip, and the Lord said, nope, you guys are meant to be here.
That is awesome. Hey, when is Mom going to pitch me some music? I want to hear her.
I know. I'll have her send you an email. I will write that down. And
do it. Hey, that would be awesome. Any mother-daughter collaborations? Have you done something together?
Actually, she's coming out with a new album. It's going to be called, I don't know the title exactly. I think she's going to call it Stars and Stripes. It's going to have some love songs, very patriotic songs on it, and a couple, or I guess 2 or 3 of them, we've written together with at least another co-writer. and I'm gonna get to hopefully sing on them too. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's like our first official collaboration. But we play out whenever we play out together. We'll usually harmonize with each other, and it's always a blast.
That is fun. That'll be awesome. I love to hear that, and love to hear Mom too. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, I'll definitely have her send her stuff over.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now you mentioned Glenn Campbell's producer. I'm sure that gentleman has been to Branson. Glenn Campbell used to have a theater here years ago, and
oh, did he really?
yep, him and Roy Clark and the Osmonds. They're ones that helped this town really get started. Mickey Gilley too in the world of country music. Andy Williams had a theater here. It's still here, but Andy passed away 10 years ago. It's been, boy, time flies. But his Christmas shows were one of the biggest things in Branson. But yeah, artists like Glenn Campbell, Mel Tillis used to hang out here a lot, and so those guys helped get Branson going in the world of country music. And we're real close to Nashville in number 1, number 2 as being country music city. That's for sure.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we love it here as well. And I'm from Branson and based the show here. I've lived here now for about 8 years, so I really love it here.
That's awesome.
There's lots of inspiration here to write about, in the fall trees and the colors and just living in the Ozarks. There's lots of caves around here and nature, and it's just wonderful. Tell me some of the kind of things, and your song called Oceans of Love, we're going to play here in a minute. So obviously the ocean inspired you to write the song, but kind of the things that a 19-year-old might write about that inspires you.
There are a variety of different things. I think just life in general, or sometimes I'll be sitting in my bed trying to go to sleep, and then I realize, I want to write a song. And sometimes I just ask God, I'm like, Lord, I just want an idea. Like, I need inspiration.
Uh-huh.
And that happened to me the other night, and I wrote a full song, and I was like, dang, that came to me really fast.
Yep.
But it depends. And I know my boyfriend has been inspiring me to write a lot of happy songs lately, so that's good.
That is awesome. And I was going to ask you about that too. You mentioned that they were listening tonight to the interview and everything. So love and being in love, that inspires a lot of songs, and there's a lot of love in some of the titles of songs too. And I love a good country music ballad. How about you?
I really do.
I do too. So you get anything like that done, be sure to send me that, and I'll definitely play that on the radio. Absolutely.
I will. I definitely will.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about Ocean of Love. Tell me about this one.
So I wrote this one back in February of 2021, I want to say it was, and I was sitting on my bedroom floor. I don't really know how it came to be. I just started writing it, and I think it was me wanting to write a different kind of love song, one that wasn't necessarily the usual, like, jump right into love kind of song. It was more of, because you're fragile, and because a heart is fragile and a person is fragile, there is some caution that you kind of take before you really fully give yourself to someone. And I think that's kind of what inspired that song. But then the bridge of this song is my favorite, because it really talks about how when you do find that right person, there will be storms that come, and there will be, things that you'll go through, but it won't tear you apart.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Oh, I do too, man. That sounds like a great song, and it is a great song. I've heard it. So we're going to play it for the folks and debut it tonight on the radio station. We just got it not too long ago. Yeah. Brand new single from Ariella Aspen. Now, her name is just like Ariel in the Disney movie, but with an A on the end of it. So it's Ariella. Very unique. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Ariella Aspen on the air right now. Ocean of Love on Today's Country from KICR. Indie Country Radio. New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Thought I knew you like the back of my head, but I didn't. You stole my heart, then tore it apart in a minute. I knew better so hard, but in the end, it all they were to find someone who loves me back the way that I've loved you in the past. Love's a powerful thing, so be careful when you start falling, 'cause the current might pull you in till your heart's broken. So make sure you know how to swim before you jump into an ocean of love. Love comes in waves. Sometimes it's joy, then it's pain. But when you find the right one and work it out, the storms may come, but you'll never drown. Love's a powerful thing, so be careful when you start falling, 'cause the current might pull you in till your heart's broken. So make sure you know how to swim before you jump in. Make sure you know how to swim before you jump into an ocean of love. An ocean of love.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again for having me. This has been fun.
You are welcome. Her name is Ariella Aspen. That is called Oceans of Love right here on KICR Indie Country Radio. This has been a lot of fun. Man, I love talking to you. Super talented, and what a great song.
Thank you so much.
And great ballad, too, in the world of country music. We need more of that.
Yes, I agree.
So keep writing those ballads. That is awesome. Now,
I will.
back to looking at your profile a little bit. You've been performing at some festivals and venues since a very young age, and I know back in 2020 things really slowed down, and hopefully things are picking up around Nashville. I know they are in Branson, so we hope you can get back out and in front of the folks, and maybe you're already doing that. I hope so.
I am trying to book some more festivals for sure.
Awesome.
And it's hard because you have to, ask people way, way ahead of time, months in advance, in order to get those shows booked. So I'm trying to get better at it.
Yep.
We'll improve for sure.
And we're actually working on that as well. And it may not even be this year because of COVID and everything was getting canceled when we were trying to do something last fall in September. So we're trying to do this thing I want to do called Indie Country Fest. I want to do a 2-day music festival in the Branson area and bring some of you folks here. So we'll let you know about that.
Awesome.
Yeah. We'll keep you all posted.
Keep me updated for sure.
Definitely. I want all the not only the sights and sounds of the festival, but the smells too. The chili cook-off contest we'd like to have, or a barbecue cook-off, and food, funnel cakes, and all that kind of good stuff that comes with the festival.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yes.
Yeah. So that sounds like
That's
a lot
a great
of fun.
idea.
Yeah, and it's a good way to meet you folks in person too.
Yes, that would be so cool.
So you and Taylor Wagner might meet there. I know.
There you go.
I know she's invited. She's already got a ticket, so definitely.
That's awesome.
Got a new artist that just popped into our chat room by the name of Jamie Lyle. I just played him last week and debuted him on the program. He's in the chat room and loved your song.
That is awesome.
So
thank you for listening.
You know what I love best about the indie artists?
What?
Is that they support other indie artists, and they listen to other music, and come in into their shows, and when they're getting radio airplay and stuff like that, you guys don't have the big head. You're just down to earth people, and trying to make it in the world of country music, and everybody supports everybody, and I love this indie country community.
I really really do too. I think that's so neat.
Yep, and he's a great young man too. And I don't know his age either, but I'd say he's probably around your age too. So great young person. Yeah. Now, did you graduate from high school this year or was it last year?
It was last year.
It was last year. Okay, so
yes.
Plans to go to college and further your career in music in some way?
Yes. So music is my passion. That is what I love. But my dad has always told me to have a backup plan. So this upcoming August, I'll be starting courses with ASU online, and I'll be majoring in biology. Okay. So that'll be fun. It'll be difficult, but it'll be fun. Yeah. I'm excited for it, for sure.
Awesome. And the biology is something I never took in school. I think that's where they dissect frogs and all that, isn't it?
Yes, something like that.
I found a few dead ones fishing, but I use a fake frog actually to try to catch a big bass.
I love that.
So, and I have fished in the ocean too. That was an experience, and I caught a 3-foot shark one time.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
So, yeah, the ocean can be dangerous. You know, your song "Ocean of Love" can be oceans of danger as well. I saw the movie Jaws back in the 70s, so that kind of scared me too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that jarred you.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, I flapped my jaws enough. Let you tell everybody rather where they can find you on social media, young lady.
Okay, so for those of you who are listening, hi, thank you. And if you want to find me on social media for Instagram and Spotify and pretty much anything else, it's Ariella Aspen, Ariela, and then Aspen. And for TikTok, it would be Ariella Aspen Music.
Okay.
So
absolutely. Yeah. Now, the next song that we're going to play, tell us about this, and we thank you for doing the interview too, and giving us the time tonight. And have a great weekend, and have fun at that NASCAR race too. By the way, I know you're going to.
I will.
Awesome.
I definitely will.
Yep.
Well, thanks again for having me.
Yes, She Sure Raised Him Well. Tell us about this one real quick.
So this one is kind of about a young boy who is stubborn and doesn't always listen, but he has an amazing mom who raises him up how God wants her to, and he becomes this amazing gentleman who asks this girl out, and it's kind of the girl talking about the guy and saying how he used to be stubborn and he used to be tough to deal with. But now he is a gentleman and a wonderful person, and she really, really likes him. So, yeah, that's pretty much what it's about.
That is awesome.
I wrote this one when I was, 16, I think.
16? Wow.
Yes.
You know, I've asked artists this before, too. You know, how many songs do they have that's just been hanging out there? And one artist told me that he finally released a song that he had written after 8 years of it sitting in the can, basically, is the way he said it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you're not that old, but you may have songs on the back burner, too, and maybe enough to make a full album already or something like that. But we know you're well on your way, so keep doing your thing, because everything that you have sent over here, this station is hashtag New Country's Best. That's our Twitter account. And everything that you've sent over here is top-notch and good enough to air on here, because I want to be able to say New Country's Best behind your song after I play it, and I can definitely say that about your music.
That means the world. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Her name is Ariella Aspen. This is called She Sure Raised Him Well on Today's Country with Tim Kelly, KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I hear he was stubborn when he was young, didn't like being told what to do. His mama tells me he was a Mustang who couldn't be tamed. Truth is, I was too. She put him down for bed, he sneaked out his window, and she wouldn't even know. 'Cause he was as crazy as a pickup truck speeding down the road. wherever it blows. Now he's a gentleman who had respect, holds the door, tips his hat, thanks to his mom who taught him that. And I bet she went through heaven and hell. Yeah, I bet she went through heaven and hell, but she sure raised him well. She sure raised him well. She sure raised him well. Yeah, she did.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
An intoxicating smile, sexy, sassy style. She'll fix you up a drink to fix your life. But I think she overserved me, 'cause I fell in such a hurry that I started calling her my future wife. I'm so drunk on her in this beachfront paradise. Now it might just be this weather, but now I could stay my life here and stay drunk on her in this beachfront paradise. Like it's something from the movies. This don't happen in real life. It could be this vacation or strong medication, but when I look in her eyes, I get so drunk on her in paradise. Well, I know I must be going another town, another show, and when I watch her, it all fades out of sight. But there's something in her stare, has me living on a prayer. And I'll stay here if I don't leave tonight. I'm so drunk on her in this beachfront paradise. Now it might just be this weather, but now I could stay my life here and stay drunk on her in this beachfront paradise. Like it's something from the movies. This don't happen in real life. It could be this vacation or strong medication, but when I look in her eyes, I get so drunk on her in paradise. Cause I'm so drunk on her in this beachfront paradise. Now it might just be this weather, but I could stay my life here and stay drunk on her in this beachfront paradise. Like it's something from the movies. This don't happen in real life. It could be this vacation or strong medication, but when I look in her eyes, I get so drunk on her in paradise.
just got a chance to talk about that young gentleman in our live chat room tonight. He popped in and said hello to Ariella Aspen, and right back at you, Mr. Jamie Lyle. Kicking off hour number 2 of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. That is his debut single called Drunk on Her. Jamie Lyle, 26 years old, in our live chat room tonight. Great song, my friend. And send me some more. Let's get you on Triple Play Thursday as well. Welcome to hour number 2 of the show. We just wrapped up a great interview with Ariella Aspen. And at the bottom of this half hour, I'm going to have another gentleman, Mr. Jeff Orson from Ontario, Canada, going to be calling in. So we're going to get to hear a couple of his songs, maybe 3, and the stories behind them as well. This next artist is a former American Idol contestant. His latest single he wrote about his father. It is called Hey Dad. The artist is Tyler Booth on KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Hey Dad, the city life's kinda crazy. Sometimes it makes me get that bluegrass on my mind. Hey Dad, I'm holding on to how you raised me and that advice you gave me the day I left that town behind, when you said, sing what you love, write what you know, even if no one's listening. Pay your dues, pay your bills, pray when you get a minute. These fields and stars, roads and this farm will be right where you left it. You said one day you'd see my name in lights. Well, hey Dad, one of these days I might prove you right. Hey Dad, I know you said to watch my drinking. You know I've been drinking, but you taught me where to draw that line. Hey Dad, I know you can't help but worry, but don't you worry, your words still echo in my mind when you say, sing what you love, write what you know, even if no one's listening. Pay your dues, pay your bills, pray when you get a minute. These fields and stars, roads and this farm will be right where you left it. You said one day you'd see my name in lights. Well, hey Dad, I hope I can prove you right. Hey Dad, I want it bad. I pray this crazy dream comes true. And if it does, it'll be because of all I learned from you. I'll be singing what I love, writing what I know, even if no one's listening. Paying my dues, paying my bills, praying when I get a minute. Those fields and stars, roads and that farm will be right where I left it. You said one day you'd see my name in lights. Well, hey Dad, I hope I can prove you right. Yeah Dad, I pray I can prove you right.
Country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's Country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's Country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Alabama say, sunglasses, red bandana, holding your hair
back, windows down, singing along to a wailing track. Looks like you're catching my eye, and about that time you blew me a kiss. For a second I was lost, felt like it hit my lips. Can't believe what I saw, now you're pulling me in. And in a blink of an eye, that girl was mine. Now we're bound to get lost on any dirt road, just me, you, and the radio, singing our favorite songs, like someone cut the jukebox on. Anything from Johnny and June to a 90s tune, me watching you sing along, staying out till the sun comes up, slow dancing in a bed of my truck. Yeah, to an FM station, girl, I've been waiting for you to come along. I fell in love to a country song. Now we're moving in to a house on some land with a picket fence, playing vinyl in the kitchen, Straight's greatest hits with the candles lit. Makes me think back when we were bound to get lost on any dirt road, just me, you, and the radio, singing our favorite songs, like someone cut the jukebox on. Anything from Johnny and June to a 90s tune, me watching you sing along, staying out till the sun comes up, slow dancing in a bed of my truck. Yeah, to an FM station, girl, I've been waiting for you to come along. I'm feeling love to a country song. Singing our favorite songs, like someone cut the jukebox on. Anything from Johnny and June to a 90s tune, me watching you sing along, staying out till the sun comes up, slow dancing in a bed of my truck. Yeah, to an FM station, girl, I've been waiting for you to come along. I fell in love to a country song.
Making his radio debut on the program tonight, that is Ian Davis. It is called Fell in Love with a Country Song. Reason why a lot of these artists do what they do in country music. It's a song that inspires them, and that is a great tune and a great story behind why he got into country music. Well, this next artist is making her radio debut on the program tonight. We want to welcome Ashton Brooke Gill. Now, Brooke, her middle name, has an E on the end of it. Ashton Brooke Gill, Gill. Go check this one out on YouTube and wherever you find music. And it was written by my good buddy, Mr. Lance Curtis, rather. I'm friends with Lance Carpenter, too. But Lance Curtis co-wrote this song. It is called Could Have Been You from Ashton Brooke Gill on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Put on my red lipstick, the black dress she said was your favorite. We were gonna go out on the town. You said I'll be there at 8. I said okay babe, I can't wait. I should've known you let me down. You let me down. And now I'm all dressed up, got my high heels on and the band's playing my favorite song. I don't need anyone, but who knows, I might find the one. It's not too late to make you cry. The night is young and the stars are bright. You're a granny boy when you see me with someone new. Oh, it could have been you. I got all my girls with me. They said that you still miss me, but it's too late to come back now. You ain't made up your mind. Don't worry, I'll be alright. I guess I'll just see you around. I'll see you around now. Oh, just I've got my high heels on and the band's playing my favorite song. I don't need anyone, but who knows, I might find the one. It's not too late to make you cry. The night is young and the stars are bright. You're grateful when you see me with someone new. Oh, it could have been you. Oh, it could have been you. You should have known that it would end this way. You can't just come back after you walked away. Now I'll just have got my high heels on and the band's playing my favorite song. I don't need anyone, but who knows, I might find the one. It's not too late to make you cry. The night is young and the stars are bright. You're grateful when you see me with someone new. Now I'm all dressed up, got my high heels on and the band's playing my favorite song. I don't need anyone, but who knows, I might find the one. It's not too late to make you cry. The night is young and the stars are bright. You're grateful when you see me with someone new. Oh, it could have been you. Oh, it could have been you.
We invite you to visit our radio sponsors like Roger the Wild Child. Roger the Wild Child Show can be heard Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time on his website, RogerTheWildChildShow.com. CTFO, changing the future outcome of what? Your health and your wealth. SOS for Life, SOSforlife.org. Set Apart Farms at SetApartFarms.org. Veterans of the Ozarks and Ablaze Entertainment. All of our sponsors can be found on our website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Just visit our sponsor tab.
Number one for today's country. New music discovery. Now.
Just a map dot off of Route 10, past the Rock Bridge, where the river bends. Population sign 403, where the corn grows tall and the grass grows green. Our deers are named John, all our girls are pretty. You might write us off thinking we're just itty bitty. So we say yes sir, yes ma'am. We bow our head when we raise the flag. We shout amen every Sunday morning when we're kicking back on the front porch. The flag's waving, mama's apple pie's worth tasting. Where we come from, that's just us living it up in small town America. It's a fishing hole with a worm bait and an oak cane pole. Hank booming on the box turned up loud, hooking those stringers till the sun goes down. So if you got the time and a jacked up truck, come where the moon still shines in the bottom of a Dixie cup. So we say yes sir, yes ma'am. We bow our head when we raise the flag. We shout amen every Sunday morning when we're kicking back on the front porch. The flag's waving, mama's apple pie's worth tasting. Where we come from, that's just us living it up in small town America. Come on. sir, yes, ma'am. We bow our head when we raise the flag. We shout amen. Every Sunday morning when we're kicking back on the front porch, flags waving, mama's apple pies worth tasting. Where we come from, that's just us living it up. Where we come from, we're just living it up in small town America. Small town America. Small town America. Here in America.
There is Mr. Lance Curtis, the writer of the previous song for Ashton Brooke Gill. That is one of his own right there called Small Town America. I absolutely love that. It's about time we did our second radio interview. Man, he's got some good stuff out to radio. And Small Town America, speaking of that, that is Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world. Only a little over 10,000 in population, but 8 million in tourism. So come to Branson. Come see yours truly, and we'd definitely love to meet you at a show maybe one of these days as well. This next artist has a video out to this song. You can check it out on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. It is called Dumb Blonde by Haley Payne on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Golden hair and blue eyes. I wish I saw that when I looked in the mirror. What she's got just ain't mine. I'd give anything for you to see me like you see her. I know you tell me I'm beautiful every day, but you never look at me that way. I ain't blonde and I ain't tan, and she's everything I'm not that makes you wanna be her man. You don't have to leave me to be gone. I ain't dumb and I ain't blonde. Brown hair and green eyes. Jealousy doesn't look good on me in this light. My pale skin and your white lies. You ain't fooling anyone tonight. I ain't blonde and I ain't tan, and she's everything I'm not that makes you wanna be her man. You don't have to leave me to be gone. I ain't dumb and I ain't blonde. It's hard not to hate her just 'cause I ain't her, but one of us should at least get what we want. I ain't blonde and I ain't tan, and she's everything I'm not that makes you wanna be her man. You don't have to leave me to be gone. No, you don't have to leave me to be gone. I ain't dumb and I ain't blonde.
You're listening to New Music Friday on KICR, Indie Country Radio.
Searching for love's like a needle in a haystack. Once in a lifetime, a lifelong dream.
They are a Sweet Tea Trio. That is called Needle in a Haystack, and we just booked a radio interview with those folks. To check out the full live radio interview schedule, it is down at the bottom of the homepage on our website, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Well, we have another radio interview tonight. Mr. Jeff Orson is calling in tonight. How are you, my friend?
I'm great, Tim. It's great to be on the show this evening.
Hey, great to have you. And from Ontario, Canada, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm just outside of Toronto.
Just outside of Toronto. Hey, you might know the group One Ugly Cowboy that I just recently interviewed for the 6th time a couple of weeks ago. They're a great country rock band out of Toronto. I love some One Ugly Cowboy too.
Yeah, I see them on. I think we're friends on Facebook or whatever, or I'm friends with them or whatever, because I see some of their different things and their releases and songs and stuff on social media.
Yep. I just had Alicia Eichel a couple of weeks ago for the 2nd time. She is also from Canada. Oh, man, there's just so many great Canadian artists up there. Texas and Canada is the 2 places that I get most of my music from, to be honest.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of great country music in Canada, but there's a lot of great country music in Texas, I can tell you.
Yes, absolutely. Well, you've been doing country music for a little bit. You got a guitar as a Christmas gift at the age of 6, and an older cousin give you the guitar and some basic lessons on how to play it, or I guess he give you the lessons. But since age 6, and as they say, the rest is history, maybe, huh?
Yeah, it was just a funny thing. I remember I always wanted, the Beatles were out, and my mother was a big Johnny Cash fan, and so I had a little guitar and messed around with it a little bit, and then I went away from music for a long time, and then obviously you saw that I got ill with colon cancer, and I started writing some music just to picking up the guitar again, just to take my mind off of being sick, because colon cancer, can have a while as far as the prognosis to find out whether you're going to be okay or not. Like, it's quite a long time.
Yeah.
So I was doing that, and then someone heard me playing from my bed, because I have my guitar there with me, because you're kind of sad and you don't know what's happening in your life. She said, you should go and play. There's a place around here to go and play. And I never thought that sitting there writing country songs in the bed with tubes sticking out of me, I'd ever be talking to you on the radio tonight in Branson, Missouri. But the world's a strange place, as you well know.
Yeah. And it was a janitor, custodian at that hospital that was telling you that. When I saw that in the story, I was like, okay, I really want to interview this guy. So I've been looking forward to this.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I was picking the guitar, and she came in and heard me, and she said, I really like your music, and I said, oh, thank you. And she said, you should take that and play it somewhere, and I just thought, well, I don't know this person, and it's very nice of her to say that, but I just really didn't think about it that much at the time, because I was sick. But funny how things work out.
Yeah, so it was a female custodian. Man, what a smart lady, too.
Yeah, well, I appreciate the push in the right direction, that's for sure. I'll never quite forget it.
I interviewed a gentleman by the name of Kyle Douglas with the Kyle Douglas Band several years ago, and he told me that before he got started in the world of country music, he would play his guitar for homeless people at some of the homeless shelters out there, and some of those folks told him he needed to take his music further, and that's what he did, and started his own band and started cutting records, and it's top-notch stuff. He is so good, and you are too, man. I'm excited about playing some of your music tonight.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much. Well, it's a funny thing. Everybody gets their start. I've heard so many different stories of people who life was going in a different way, and it got changed, or something happened, or something strange happened, and the next thing you know, they're on the radio, or they're playing live, or whatever the thing is, or they're in a film or a movie or commercial, or and it goes on from there. So life can be, as I said, pretty strange, but pretty wonderful as well.
Well, absolutely. As a result of your music, you've been able to travel the world from what I'm looking at. You've done features in Singapore, in France, in Sweden. You've been to Dublin, Ireland, London, Glasgow, Scotland, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Denver, New York, Miami, Honolulu, and Mexico City. My goodness.
Had a lot of great chances to play all over the world, basically. I remember I was in Hong Kong playing, and it was a different time, and I got a phone call from another radio fella, first radio play, and he said, "I heard your radio in a song contest, your song on the radio, and I wanted to know if I could play it on my station." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" You know, I'm sitting at like 2 o'clock in the morning in Hong Kong, which is 12 hours ahead of East Coast time.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "No, I'm serious, right?" So I checked it out, and I called my road guy who was with me, a road manager, and I said, "Are you sitting down?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "I just got a call from a guy back in Canada who wants to put the first tune on the radio." And then we got on one station, then another station, then it moved west to Quebec, and then into Ontario, and it was amazing. It was an amazing thing.
That's awesome. You know, I don't brag about this program a whole lot during the program because it's all about the artist to me and all about the music. But getting you on this program gets you automatically on 13 other stations, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and all the big podcast formats as well. But yeah, it goes around the country on 13 other stations.
Wow, well, that's fantastic. I mean, like I said, isn't it strange? I mean, I met Robert when he was Robert Moody up here, and he heard like a Christmas song of mine or whatever, and said, "Hey, do you want to put that on the radio?" It's very strange how, you know, but that's how it is. It's a world of connections, and sometimes when you're really trying hard, nothing happens, and sometimes when you let it happen, it does. So, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to give him a shout out too, Robert Moody, for setting this radio interview up. He's been hooking me up with some great Canadian artists and got us on the Country Thunder Network as well in Canada. So that's awesome. I appreciate it. Or actually, that's in Australia. The Chimp FM is the one in Canada. I get them confused. It's the Chimp FM. There is. You know, and I got on this format called Zeno FM, and I look at the statistics all the time, and Canada is our biggest listener, even bigger than the United States. And there's a town called Beauharnois, I think is how you say it, maybe, that is the biggest listener from just on that one format of Zeno FM. But the Canadians love the channel up there. Montreal's huge as well.
Yeah. Quebec is a great province. Montreal's a great city for country music. I didn't know that until a radio person heard my song and said, "I want to put you on the radio." And we did an interview. I remember it was on a Saturday morning, and she got me on there, and then she got me on another station. And funny how things go. Yeah. But Montreal is a great country fan base.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of country music, kind of tell us about your story of how you got started in it, or why you wanted to do country music. Maybe some artists that you listened to growing up on the radio or something.
Sure. I mean, my mom was a big Johnny Cash, Charlie Pride fan,
mm-hmm.
and we had a station called WWOL out of Western New York that used to play on Saturdays or Sundays. My mom would have it on the stereo. And so I used to listen to that all the time when she listened to it, and of course I used to listen to all kinds of different music, like I said, the Beatles and the Stones and all popular music and country and stuff like that. And then I started to get into later on. I started to listen to like Hank Williams and some of the greats, Chris Christopherson, you know, amazing singer songwriter and whatnot. And that's kind of how it went. And I wrote some folk stuff, and I've written some adult contemporary stuff. But I guess maybe it's what you learn when you're young. And also, countries are great stories. Country songs are great stories. I guess I'm a bit of a storyteller, so the genre works with what I have to say, I hope, anyway. And it's just a great place to work artistically, you know.
It is absolutely correct on all of that, because that's why I do these interviews. I call them the stories behind the songs. You know, I was telling the previous artist, and I tell this all the time on the radio, that I get so many songs. This isn't a top 40 station. I've got probably 1,500 plus songs I can choose from in my library. So I get a lot of song titles, but until I do these interviews, I never really know the real story behind the songs, and that's what I love to hear.
Yeah,
So that's why I was excited about talking to you. And then I read somebody's bio, right before the program, and even more makes me want to interview that person with your story of your medical issues that you had. And I'm sure glad that you're doing a lot better. That was a diagnosis back in 2014. That's 8 years ago. So, and you told me you have to go periodically, a lot more than regular folks because of that diagnosis. So we hope that everything's keeps plugging along for you.
Yeah, well, it's been another great 8 years since it happened, and you got to go for your tests and your different blood tests and different things like that to make sure, because it can reoccur. But so far so good, and I promised myself if I lived, which I did, I wouldn't waste any more time, and I'd always try to do something interesting every day, whether it's writing or helping somebody or doing something, because you don't know how much time you have, and I value it much more than I used to.
Absolutely. In fact, I'm looking at your bio again, and it's been a write-up in national TV and radio networks because you want to get that story out there and help people to go get regularly screened and early detection, it says, in order to save lives. And boy, that is so true when it comes to cancer diagnosis.
Yeah, the earlier the better. I was fortunate that they caught it early and they were able to treat it. But, people don't like to go and get tested, and colonoscopies or endoscopies. There are all kinds of different, tests which are somewhat invasive. But the other side of it is you can't, there's no better news than someone telling you don't have cancer, if that makes any sense, right? So it can be a bit of a tiring process, but at the end of the day, the sooner you know, the better off you are for treatment and survival. And so, I wanted to give back, so I've done some stuff with the Canadian Cancer Society, and then I played a big pre-COVID show out in San Francisco for the American Cancer Society. Mm-hmm. And it was amazing show, amazing night, and there were some survivors there and some people who lost loved ones to cancer. So we had a good laugh and a good cry, and it was just a beautiful night. Great big club called the Saddle Rack, and it just how many people have been affected by cancer and whatnot. So you always have something to talk about with people who you don't know.
That is awesome, man. You're an inspiration to so many, and I'm getting inspired by talking to you. And when I read your bio yesterday, there was some confusion on when we were doing the interview. I thought it was yesterday, so I had already pulled you up and read it. And then when you called tonight, I'm like, yeah, can you hang on? I got this other lady to interview real quick, and you did, and I appreciate that. And because I really did, after I read your bio, wanted to interview you. I knew the music, and I'd heard your 3 songs. And, I was telling that young lady as well, I love to be able to say New Country's Best. That's our Twitter account behind your music, because you do make some great music, and it is some of the best that's out there, and it needs to be heard.
Well, thanks so much. I'm glad you enjoy it.
Absolutely. I'm glad Robert hooked us up and sent me the music. First one is called Little White House. Tell us about it.
Well, Little White House, my dad and mom built their house by hand out on the farm country in western Niagara Falls. They built their house by hand and whatnot, and sadly, my mom passed about 20 years ago, but my dad just celebrated his 98th birthday. But about 3 years ago, he had to sell the house and move into a retirement home because it had become too much for him. So the last day I was helping clean out the house and everything before we were putting it up for sale, and I walked through all the rooms and all the memories and all the holidays and different things we celebrated in the kitchen, and I walked around and I thought, this is going to be all the memories I had, and I thought, this is going to be somebody else's house now, and they're going to have their own memories, in it. And I went home and I thought, this is my little white house, and I went home, I wrote that song about, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes, and that got, that did really well on Canadian radio right across the country. So I was pretty proud of that. But it's all pretty autobiographical for the most part, for sure.
That is awesome. It makes me think of that Miranda Lambert song, The House That Built Me. She had a good run on country radio with that. It still gets lots of airplay on some of the classic stations too now. She's been doing it long enough to be called classic. Can you believe that? And young Miranda Lambert. So, yeah. But isn't that neat? Because your dad, your dad is 98 years old, and that house, so many memories. And I've got a couple of songs, and I played two of them, versions of songs last night called "The Kitchen," because, like you mentioned in that song "Little White House," so many memories. So many memories, especially around the holidays, are made in that one room of the house. All those smells and the camaraderie of families getting together in the kitchen of a little white house. That's awesome.
Yep, that's for sure. A lot of memories there, that's for sure.
So let's play the song, and then we'll come back and talk some more. His name is Jeff Orson on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
In a little white house that my mom and dad built on the outskirts of town. They got a roof put on just before I came along. Daddy worked shifts over at the mill, while Mama stayed home trying to juggle the bills. Money was always tight as we struggled to get by. Hard times like those would often bind us. Most weekends you could usually find us fixing Daddy's dogs in the driveway, trying to keep her running through till next Friday. We never felt quite as poor as we were. Sunday dinners, we ate them in the kitchen. First we went to church, then we went fishing. Sky sure was pretty come nightfall. We didn't have that much, but we had it all. Scrapped that old pickup truck. Sally Mama passed away, but Daddy's in that house to this day. Memories like old friends come and find us, reminding me of how simple that life was when we were fixing Daddy's Dodge in the driveway, trying to keep her running through till next Friday. We never felt quite as poor as we were. Sunday dinners, we ate them in the kitchen. First we went to church, then we went fishing. Sky sure was pretty come nightfall. We didn't have that much, but we had it all. What I recall the most is all the love that we were shown, the kind of love that can't be bought or sold or owned. Wish we were fixing Daddy's Dodge in the driveway, keep her running through till next Friday. We never felt quite as poor as we were. Sunday dinners, we ate them in the kitchen. First we went to church, then we went fishing. Sky sure was pretty come nightfall. We didn't have that much, but we had it all. And I grew up in a little white house.
His name is Jeff Orson. You're right. It is great. I love that song called Little White House, story about where he grew up as a child. And boy, congratulations to your dad for being able to celebrate his 98th birthday, too.
Yeah, well, I'll pass on all the love from Branson for sure. He'd be thrilled to know that I mentioned his birthday live on country radio. So he'd be so happy about that. I'll tell him that tomorrow when I speak to him on the phone.
Absolutely. And this show is recorded, and it's going to be replayed on about 13 different stations over the weekend and into next week too. So we're going to get you lots of airtime with your music and the stories behind the songs as well. Now we were talking off of the air a little bit. Now, when you go out on the road, you do have a full band, so they're in for a real good experience in a full band show. I love that, but you go out sometimes on your own as well.
Yeah. It depends on what the venue is. You know, if you're doing a singer-songwriter night and you're just in for, let's say 2 30 minutes or 45 minutes sets, and you're alternating songs, like trying to set up a band through that all, and the charts and everything's pretty difficult. And then when you're at a festival or something like that, when you can have the stage to yourself. But to tell you the truth, I like those singer-songwriter nights. I started with them and open mics and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I really like them because they're smaller venues. You really get to connect with the audience. You know when a song's working and when something's not. A great place to try out new material. Yeah. And those smaller venues, you just get that instant feedback. So it's really enjoyable. So I like doing both.
Well, that's awesome, and then later on, as you get big and into more crowds, then there's nothing like the people that are actually out there singing your songs while you're doing it on stage too, and they know your music, huh?
That's so true. I mean, I played a festival, but I know it was before COVID now, and some people had heard my stuff on Spotify and whatnot, and I'd never met them before, and I was playing on the stage at this thing in not too far in Burlington, Ontario. Just off of the waterfront there. And there was people, and I thought, they're just kind of singing along. And then they came up to me after the show and said, "No, we listen to your music on Spotify. I know all the words to your song." It was incredible. I mean, I never experienced anything like that before, right? Yeah. And it was wild. It's a pretty cool way to connect with people anyway.
Well, it absolutely is, and this radio program is the same way. I'd never met you before, never heard you. Last month was our 10th year of doing this show, my 10th year of doing this show. I do it by myself, so I produce it and everything and make everything go. But, yeah, we celebrated year number 10 and never met Jeff Orson until tonight, and it has been a pleasure, my friend. You're super talented and just an all-around great human being. I can tell that.
Well, thanks so much. As I said, I'm so pleased to be on and speaking to a new audience, and hopefully some other people can discover my music. And you get write-ins from things like this, and people, I'm on Facebook and Twitter. It's just Jeff Orson, very simple. Instagram, all the social media stuff. So it's pretty easy to find me. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm glad you found us, and Robert Moody had a big hand in that, so we appreciate that too. He works with some very talented people, and we definitely love talking to him. Let me ask you this now. Up in Canada, and we talked a little bit off the air, how COVID came in and you weren't able to travel to Nashville as much. Did you record the music that we're playing tonight in Nashville or somewhere else? Let's give that recording studio a big shout out.
No, I recorded it in a place in kind of halfway, not northern Ontario, but an hour and a half north of Toronto, a place called Villa Sound. I'd recorded in Nashville before, but the songs you're listening to tonight were recorded, they were recorded there. A place called Collingwood, beautiful mountain ski resort. And Tim Thorney, who sadly left us last year, he produced Burton Cummings from the Guess Who, and he produced a couple Juno Award-winning country artists and whatnot. And he worked with a lot of famous people. This was his studio, and his partner Adam Fair, I met him by accident, and then we started to kind of get a producer and a guitar player. We're like a little family now. So we recorded it about an hour and a half out of Toronto.
That is awesome. Well, the stuff's top notch, and we can definitely say New Country's best behind it, Jeff, because it is really, really good music. And we've been in for a treat tonight, man. I love your music. Now,
great. Well, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me ask you one more thing. Now, when you're getting ready to come out with maybe a new song or something that you've written, or maybe you co-write with some folks, are you a lyricist more than have to hear the hook first and the melody, or kind of how do you do it when you're coming out with something new that you want to push out to radio?
You know, most of the time, honestly, it's a line when I wake up. Like this morning, it was the way things used to be. Mm-hmm. And it's usually a line that develops into a chorus. But you know, some of the songs, I had the melody for a long time and I couldn't find the words. I couldn't find the jumping off point. And so most of the time it's a hook or you know, part of a chorus or whatever. But sometimes it's the melody, and I struggle for a month with the lyrics, and then I get a line, usually in the chorus, and then it just goes from there. You know, then I just like grab the pen and whatever comes out.
Yeah. Well, you got another great song that we can talk about real quick, and it's called Country Kids, and you were telling me about it a little bit off the air, but tell the folks how this one came about.
Sure. So I was in Nashville recording the first song that ever got any radio play called Won't Let Me Let Go, which I co-wrote with Dave Woods and Dana.
Oh, we lost him. Hang on. We'll see if we can't get him back. Live radio, gotta love that.
You have reached the voicemail box.
Uh-oh. Maybe he'll call me back here in just a moment. But we'll go ahead and play the song for you. It's called Country Kids from Jeff Orson on KICR, Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday. And if he calls back, we'll hear the story behind it here in a moment.
Remember those times when we were young? Found a bottle of Jack on my daddy's front porch. We both took a big swig. Then we felt a little bit sick. Playing baseball in your backyard, everyone we hit felt like a home run out of the park into the neighbor's farm. Corn stalks growing over our heads. We were just a couple of country kids singing na 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 na. These things that I remember na 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 na. Wishing we were back there, 'cause I miss the way we live and everything we did. Just a couple of country kids. Now summers were hot, you had a pool, weren't supposed to swim alone. Hell, we broke the rules, but we never got hurt. Don't know how lucky we were. Under the stars in your little pup tent, making shadows on the wall with my rayovac till the batteries went dead. That's when we both got scared. We weren't long running for our beds. We were just a couple of country kids singing na 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 na. There's things that I remember na 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 na. Wishing we were back there, 'cause I miss the way we live and everything we did. Just a couple of country kids. Now we grew up and fell out of touch. It's often how it goes. I won't ever forget where we come from. And in my mind, when I'm alone, that's the place where I go. We'll always be that close, singing na 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 na. These things that I remember na 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 na. Wishing we were back there, 'cause I miss the way we live. That I remember na 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 na. Wishing we were back there, 'cause I miss the way we live. Just a couple of country kids na 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 na. These things that I remember na 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 na. Wishing we were
Jeff Orson. It is called Country Kids, and a great song right there. Now we got you back on the phone line real quick. If you can tell us the story behind Country Kids.
Sure, Country Kids. So I was in Nashville, and I was recording a song, as I said, that I co-wrote with Dave Woods and Dana Shrek, and I was down recording it, and I said, I need something a little bit more up-tempo for my next song, and I had a couple of lines from Country Kids. And so I played it for my road manager at the time. His name was Richard Bush, and Richard said, that's kind of catchy. You should keep writing on that. So by the time I got home, I had it finished, and I said, I think this is the next one I'm going to record. And it did well, and we got on a bunch of stations, and then down into the States and on Sirius XM and whatnot. So I was pretty thrilled with that. And you're driving down the road, and Country Kids comes on the radio. I'm like, that's kind of satisfying, right?
Yeah, that's good stuff right there. You got the no going on and everything.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun producing that, and the big stomp and everything in the background. It was a lot of fun to make, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you've been a lot of fun to talk to, my friend. Come back anytime, and this is going to be a morning show in September, so I'm booking interviews for that a few months from now. When you come, if you do come out with something new that you want to promote, hit Robert up or have him hit me up or do it yourself, and we'll definitely have you back on. I love talking to you again.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, man. I got a new single coming out called Country Going On. All about a big house party.
Okay.
Country's going on.
Sounds good.
So, anyway, I certainly will do and follow up with you. But, hey, thanks again to all your listeners, and thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. His name is Jeff Orson. He is from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and great artist and great music. And you were all over social media, you said, but let me look at your website, and it's jefforsonmusic.com, right?
Yep, www.jefforsonmusic.com, and then if you go there, it's Jeff Orson on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's got all the latest stuff, new stuff, piano stuff, all kinds of different things on there. So there's even a picture of me and my dad playing the guitar together. So there we go.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, and once again, happy birthday to your dad, and thank you for the time tonight. We sure do appreciate it. Come back anytime, sir.
All right. Thanks so much, Tim. You enjoy the rest of your weekend, and have a great night.
You as well. Hayden Kaufman's brand new single is going to lead us into hour number 3. Here we go.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Killing time in a couple cans, sing along with the cover band. Damn, I love this song. Bartender knows what I like. Don't matter, just something light might not wanna say it, but I'm just saying. When it's me by myself, I pour one up for the hell of it. Going down like it's nothing. Sipping on that southern. Might be right, might be wrong. Winter memories coming on strong. And I'm as long gone as you can get. Yeah, you can bet. I'm gonna drink one anyway. I'm gonna drink one anyway. Why start if you're gonna stop? Get the most out of every drop. Yeah, top it off with some bottom shelf. When it's me by myself, I pour one up for the hell of it. Going down like it's nothing. Sipping on that southern. Might be right, might be wrong. Winter memories coming on strong. And I'm as long gone as you can get. Yeah, you can bet. I'm gonna drink one anyway. I'm gonna drink one anyway. Going down like it's nothing. Sipping on that southern. Might be right, might be wrong. Winter memories coming on. as long gone as you can get. Yeah, you can bet I'm gonna drink one anyway. I'm gonna drink one anyway. Oh, I'm gonna drink one anyway. Till I can't feel the pain. I'm gonna drink one anyway.
Oh my goodness, that is the latest single from Hayden Kaufman. It is called Drink One Anyway. Video attached to that, could you tell? I'll have to edit the back end, I guess. That is also on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. I want to thank Mr. Jeff Orson for being here tonight. We just wrapped up another great radio interview, and he is a fantastic artist. JeffOrsonMusic.com is his website. Great music from Ontario, Canada, Toronto. Mr. Jeff Orson. Well, this next artist kicking off hour number 3 is a good friend of mine. He's got a latest single out called Swear by Tonight. Video also on ICTV Indie Country Television, right now on KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I'm not here to talk, not much to say, but I hear it all from what's left in your drink. Somebody did wrong, or someone didn't see the beauty they had right next to me. Well, you got your heart set on heartache, alright. And you don't need love, just some loving done right. Well, who knows tomorrow where this pain will lead? But I swear by tonight I'll be just what you need. I swear by tonight. So tell me your name, or is that too much? Are you just in the mood for a new stranger's touch? Well, I can do so much to put you at ease. It's lonely out there, but it don't have to be. Well, you got your heart set on heartache, alright. And you don't need love, just some loving done right. Who knows tomorrow where this pain will lead? But I swear by tonight I'll be just what you need. I swear by tonight. Last call to drink, the moment of chance. The band plays the last song for the lovers to dance. You look in my eyes like an old movie scene, saying, take me home, cowboy, so darling, let's leave. Well, you got your heart set on heartache, alright. You don't need love, just some loving done right. Who knows tomorrow where this thing will lead?
it's May Estes, and you're listening to Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio.
10 o'clock on the dot, drinking at my favorite spot. You walked up, dropped a line, started on batting them baby blue eyes. You've been working this whole bar just like you own it, making a to-do list, and we both know I'm on it. I'm on it. I could drive you crazy, baby. You could drive me mad, but you ain't offer nothing that I ain't already had. As high as you can take me, it ain't ever worth the load. I quit smoking that stuff you're rolling a long, long time ago. There was a time I was first in line for the stone cold cowgirl killing kind. I'd have lit you up, caught a buzz, got you falling just because. But I've been down that road and know just where it's going. Ain't gonna lead you on, so I'll just leave you knowing I could drive you crazy, baby. You could drive me mad, but you ain't offer nothing that I ain't already had. As high as you can take me, it ain't ever worth the load. I quit smoking that stuff you're rolling a long, long time ago. I quit smoking that stuff you're rolling a long, long time ago. A long, long time ago. I quit smoking that stuff you're rolling a long, long time ago. A long, long time, a long, long time. And I could drive you crazy, baby. You could drive me mad, but you ain't offer nothing that I ain't already had. As high as you can take me, it ain't ever worth the load. I quit smoking that stuff you're rolling a long, long time, a long, long time ago. I quit smoking that stuff you're rolling. Hey, I quit smoking that stuff you're rolling a long, long time ago. A long, long time ago. I quit smoking that stuff you're rolling a long, long time ago. A long, long time, a long, long time ago.
That is the latest single from my good friend May Estes. She is from Hope, Arkansas. We had a great radio interview on the 19th of last month. That is also May, and May is spelled M-A-E. That is how she spells May Estes. Her latest single, it is a good one. It is called I Quit Smoking. You know, I quit cold turkey. It's been so hot lately in Branson, I can take that turkey out of the freezer, set it on the sidewalk for a little bit, thaw it out, and then I throw it in the smoker and smoke it. That's how I do it around the house right here. Well, I'll tell you what, I love getting the new music early. I love getting the new music first. I Quit Smoking for May Estes just dropped today. This song does not get released until July, and we have it already. He's my good friend Houston Bernard. His latest single is called Ever Gonna Be on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on New Music Friday.
Teenage wasteland, playing on repeat in my mind. Summer of shakedown, soaking up all those last goodbyes. We had run out of roads and we run out of time. We were all moving on to the rest of our lives. That August sun went down and off we went, thinking, yeah, I guess we're ready as we're ever gonna be. I guess this feeling that we're feeling's destiny. I put my faith in you if you've got faith in me. Yeah, I guess we're ready as we're ever gonna be. little one-room apartment, sharing a bathroom in the rent, making adjustments, making it work and all makes sense. Saved enough money, put it down on a ring. Yeah, it wasn't that big, but it meant everything. Yeah, it took a lot of nerves when I got down on one knee. And we said, yeah, I guess we're ready as we're ever gonna be. I guess this feeling that we're feeling's destiny. I put my faith in you if you got faith in me. There ain't no doubt if it's two pink clouds or if the money runs out. There ain't no stopping us now. I guess we're ready as we're ever gonna be. I guess this feeling that we're feeling's destiny. I put my faith in you if you've got faith in me. Yeah, I guess we're ready.
New country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
You'd never be afraid to face the mirror. And you would never pick yourself apart. You'd love everything that you tried on, feel pretty with a makeup gone, see beautiful instead of broken parts. If you could just see you the way I see you, there's nothing in this world you'd want to change. You'd see an angel, you'd understand the reason why I fell, and you'd believe it too if you could just see you the way I see you. You wonder if you make the world a better place, but you already did that just by waking up. It's the way you love and how you laugh, give people time that you don't have. Girl, who you are is more than just enough. If you could just see you the way I see you, there's nothing in this world you'd want to change. You'd see an angel, you'd understand the reason why I fell, and you'd believe it too if you could just see you the way I see you. If you could look through my eyes, feel through my heart, stand where I'm standing, you'd be crazy about the way you really are. If you could just see you the way that I see you, there's not a thing you would ever
change. You'd see an angel. You'd understand the reason why I fell, and you'd believe it too if you could just see you. Oh, you'd believe it too if you could just see you the way I see you, the way that I see you.
That is the debut single for Lawson Bates. It is called The Way I See You. What a beautiful song that is, and I love that one right there. Well, I love this next one as well. I was scrolling through a few months ago this little app called TikTok and found this young lady we have interviewed twice. She's got 2 singles out right now. This is her debut single, young Miss Savannah Benz. It is called Without You on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Friday.
Teardrops falling on my face, but all you do is walk away from your mistakes. You might have hurt me now, but never again. And all I got left is my faith, but I'm clothed in strength, so I'm on my way. I'm on my way, 'cause I will stand up. I will hold myself together. I won't cry because I know I'll be alright. And I am stronger now. I won't let you bring me down. Even though it's all been hell, I've made it through. And so I'm moving on without you. Your words keep coming back to me. The more I try to leave them behind, I gotta switch the station by changing the dial. And through the storms and through the rain, I've learned you gotta sing through the pain, through the pain. 'Cause I will stand up. I will hold myself together. I won't cry because I know I'll be alright. And I am stronger now. I won't let you bring me down. Even though it's all been hell, I've made it through. So I'm moving on without you. What you've been through doesn't define you, but it's made you who you are today. 'Cause I will stand up. I will hold myself together. I won't cry because I know I'll be alright. I am stronger now. I won't let you bring me down. Even though it's all been hell, I made it through. So I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Yeah, I'm moving on without you.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's Country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country. New country.
It's that tin roof rain on a Sunday morning. It's your grandma's cross around your neck. It's that sunrise glowing through the blinds in the window, the kind that always steal my breath. Why would I ever wanna leave? I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. I count every kiss and every blessing. It's the only proof I'll ever need. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. It's like that old dirt road was paved in gold. The pearly gates are our front porch. Loving you makes me believe, even if the good Lord don't let me in, I got a glimpse of what it could have been. So I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. I count every kiss and every blessing. It's the only proof I'll ever need. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. Oh, oh, lying next to me. Oh, oh. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. I count every kiss and every blessing. The only proof I'll ever need. Yeah. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here next to me. I count every kiss and every blessing. It's the only proof I'll ever need. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. Lying next to me.
He recently got to fulfill a lifelong dream of performing at the Grand Ole Opry. His name is Nate Smith, and that is a smash hit song right there. It is called I Don't Want to Go to Heaven. This next artist is a smash hit right here on KICR Indie Country Radio. She was on Team Kelly Clarkson of NBC's The Voice. She's got a song here about her father and a great Father's Day song, and that was last Sunday. So happy Father's Day late to all you fathers out there. You can check out the video to this one on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. It is Presley Tennant. This is called Half That Strong on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Almost nothing. You turn nothing into something beautiful. You broke the mold. You broke the pattern. And then you picked those pieces up and made a home. Protector and provider, superhero, sacrificer. Took the wrong and made it right. Took the dark and made it brighter. Wish I could be half that strong. I wish I could be half that brave. I wish that I could thank you, but I just can't find the words to say. I know there's nothing I can
up so I can see that there's no dream I can't believe in. There's no battle that I can't win. There's no limit to the sky when I got you to keep me flying. I wish I could be half that strong. I wish I could be half that brave. I wish that I could thank you, but I just can't find the words to say. I know there's nothing I can't do, and I owe it all to you. You're the solid ground I built my whole world on. I wish I could be half that strong. How'd you turn the ashes into fire? Keep the flame burning higher. Keep finding all I love to give, because all that I want is to be half that strong, to be half that brave. I wanna thank you, but I just can't find the words to say. I know there's nothing I can't do, and I owe it all to you. You're the solid ground I built my whole world on. I wish I could be half that strong, half that strong. I wish I could be half that strong.
You're listening to New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Blue jeans and red lips, the right kind of reckless. You're beautiful and then some. My heart like a kick drum. The moment you walked in, head started turning. Half of me really wants you, and the other half does too. Somebody's gonna buy you a drink. Somebody's gonna get you laughing. If somebody plays the cards right, you might write your number on a napkin. Somebody's gonna get that last dance and steal a kiss in the neon light. If you're gonna fall in love with somebody, I wanna be somebody tonight. Be somebody tonight. Tonight I'm not looking for another nice to meet you. Maybe I'll see you around. I don't want another slow burn. Now I'm taking my turn, 'cause you got something that I really want, and you got me wondering about you. Somebody's gonna buy you a drink. Somebody's gonna get you laughing. If somebody plays the cards right, you might write your number on a napkin. Somebody's gonna get that last dance and steal a kiss in the neon light. If you're gonna fall in love with somebody, I wanna be somebody tonight. Hey. Wanna be somebody tonight. Try to work up the nerve by the end of this song. I don't wanna take long. But somebody's gonna buy you a drink. Somebody's gonna get you laughing. If somebody plays their cards right, anything can happen. Somebody's gonna get that last dance and steal a kiss in the neon light. If you're gonna fall in love with somebody, yeah, if you're gonna fall in love with somebody, I wanna be somebody tonight. I wanna be somebody tonight. Somebody tonight.
Making his radio debut tonight on KICR Indie Country Radio. His name is Charlie Berry, Berry, and Charlie is Lolie on the end of it. And Charlie Berry, that is a great tune called Be Somebody. That's what you get for looking through TikTok, ladies and gentlemen, the best in new country. It lives right here, but it kind of hangs out on TikTok as well. How about Adam Sanders up next? This is called Just Need One on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on New Music Friday.
Girl, don't rush off the phone. I know it's getting late, but while I got you, hear me out. I got a lot to say. I've been sitting here wondering where we went wrong since you've been gone. If you gotta go, I get it. Girl, if you got a minute, I just need one to prove that we ain't done. I know we said we were gonna hang it up, but baby, don't hang up. Yeah, I can love you back if you can back off of letting your leaving run. I don't need every chance there is under this missing you, son. Baby, I just need one. It just took one mistake for me to realize I didn't want to make that one again in my life. Be a hell of a heartbreak if I had to set you free. You might find somebody new, but girl, when it comes to me, yeah, I just need one to prove that we ain't done. I know we said we were gonna hang it up, but baby, don't hang up. Yeah, I can love you back if you can back all the letting your leaving run. I don't need every chance there is under this missing you, son. Oh, 'cause baby, I just need one. If it's over, girl, I get it, but if there's a shot at a future with you in it, I just need one. Girl, I just need you. Yeah, I know we said we were gonna hang it up, but that's one thing that I can't do. Yeah, I can love you back if you can back off letting your leaving run. I don't need every chance there is under this missing you, son. Baby, I just need one. I just need one. Oh, baby, I just need one. I just need one.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
They said I ain't ready. The timing ain't right, slow and steady. Don't wanna rush through life, but those big city nights and midtown lights, no one knows what I'm missing. Driving 495 for the 50th time, something's gotta give in. I wanna feel the wind blowing through my hair, windows down with no cares. Turn the radio on and the world off, let the music navigate on the highway. On the highway.
pictures worth being painted. Leaving home to be free, yeah, betting on me. A life's worth of living. Ask forgiveness, not permission. I wanna feel the wind blowing through my hair. Windows down with no cares. Turn the radio on and the world off. Let the music navigate on the highway. On the highway. My bags are packed. There's no turning back. Put out that driveway for the last time. I'm leaving home. Everything I know to prove that I'm wrong. And now I feel the wind blowing through my hair. Windows down with no cares. Turn the radio on and the world off. Let the music navigate. The wind blowing through my hair. Windows down with no cares. Turn the radio on and the world off. Let the music navigate on the highway. Let the music navigate on the highway. On the highway.
That is the debut single for Lexi Jordan. Lexi is Lexi, Miss Lexi Jordan. It is called Highway. Isn't there so much young talent out there in the world of country music, both male and female? They are fantastic. This next artist is all of 19 years old. He was a former American Idol contestant and now a good buddy of mine we have interviewed before. His latest single is called Through With You. This is Alex Miller on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
An empty bed's got only empty dreams. You toss and turn, sleeping with a memory. Waking in the morning, it's so clear she's still gone, and her goodbye is all I hear. I'm through. She said I'm through with you. She left this house with lots of empty space, just like my heart, nothing but an empty place. If she walked back in, it wouldn't be the same. You can't move on once you've heard somebody say, I'm through. She said, I'm through with you. I loved her then, I love her now. She ain't coming back around. Tell me what my poor heart's gonna do. Words can cut just like a knife, change your world and wreck your life. When someone that you love tells you they're through, I'm through with you. I loved her then, I love her now. She ain't coming back around. Tell me what my poor heart's gonna do. Words can cut just like a knife, change your world and wreck your life. When someone that you love tells you they're through. Now an empty glass is all I've got to show from the pain in the words that hurt the most. I only wish that she was here today. If she was, she'd get the chance to hear me say, I'm through. Girl, I'm through. I'm through. Through with you. Oh, I'm through with you.
New country sounds like this.
Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot.
And this.
Felt like living and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me.
And this.
Hey, pretty boy, you were pretty sure it was gonna work out for you.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Hey y'all, let's crank it up, 'cause tonight it's going down out past the county line where no one comes around. I'm talking about mud tires, cherry red bonfires. Pretty little country queen, we got the beer eyes down, listen to the new sound. You country folks know what I mean. We crank it up loud, it's about to go down. Raise a little hell, cranking up some hay. Hot cold top, chilling on the tailgate. We turn it up loud, this is my kind of crowd. Yeah, we're always gonna beat the odds. And Southern by the grace of God, 'cause that's country boy proud. Hey girl, what you sipping on? Come on, climb up in my truck. What you say we get out of here? I'm thinking you and I should hook up. We'll find a little swimming hole, won't need many clothes. Come on, girl, now don't be quiet. Holding you real tight, we'll be rocking all night in our own little paradise. We crank it up loud, it's about to go down. Raise a little hell, cranking up some hay. Hot cold top, chilling on the tailgate. We turn it up loud, this is my kind of crowd. Yeah, we're always gonna beat the odds. And Southern by the grace of God, 'cause that's country boy proud. Easy on that bottle, son. You gotta pace yourself. We going for distance tonight. We ain't going for speed. It's all about running the marathon, son. Just kick back, I'll show you how we do it. Yeah, we crank it up loud. It's about to go down. Raise a little hell, cranking up some hay. Hot cold top, chilling on the tailgate. We turn it up loud. This is my kind of crowd. Yeah, we're always gonna beat the odds. And Southern by the grace of God, 'cause that's country boy proud. Yeah, I'm country boy proud. Raise a little hell, cranking up some hay. Hot cold top, chilling on the tailgate. That's country boy proud.
Oh my goodness, how about country music that rocks on a New Music Friday? His name is Jay Jones. That is called Country Boy Proud. I'm sure looking forward to our upcoming interview. I'll be proud to talk to him for sure. You can check out the video to Country Boy Proud by Jay Jones on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Well, how about country music that rocks female version? Jenna Paulette from the state of Texas Country in the Girl on today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio. New country's best on New Music Friday.
I saw some blonde hair blowing out your shotgun window. You even went and cleaned up your truck. I heard she's vegan and she grew up on the West Coast. Just like that, I ain't mad we broke up. Don't know her, but I know you. I hate to be the one to break the news. You can put the girl in the country, dress her up in denim, coveralls and new Justin boots. Sit her in the saddle, fix her up with some tackle, but she don't know the first thing to do. Won't fix your biscuits like you like them. You can wish and you can try, but you can't small town or big city world. You can put the girl in the country, but you can't put the country in the girl. You either grew up like we did or you didn't. You don't teach a whippoorwill to sing. Take her way out and do some nitty gritty fishing, but it'll never turn her into me. You can put the girl in the country, dress her up in denim, coveralls and new Justin boots. Sit her in the saddle, fix her up with some tackle, but she don't know the first thing to do. Won't fix your biscuits like you like them. You can wish and you can try, but you can't small town or big city world. You can put the girl in the country, but you can't put the country in the girl. Oh no, yeah, I bet she drinks her beer from a glass. I bet you when you get a dip she gets mad. And when she don't know all the words to friends in low places, boy, you gon' be wanting me back. You can put the girl in the country, dress her up in denim, coveralls and new Justin boots. Sit her in the saddle, tell her go round up the cattle, but she don't know the first thing to do. Won't fix your biscuits like you like them. You can wish and you can try, but you can't small town or big city world. You can put the girl in the country, but you can't put the country in the girl. Country in the girl.
Number 1 for today's country. New music discovery. Now.
Small town Georgia, we were born and raised in a little old one-horse town, and now he's looking old and gray, and it's good to see. Yeah, it's good to see some things stay the same. Living life backdated, 'cause we know change is overrated. Football Friday nights, stadium lights are burning bright. Tailgating with some brothers of mine. Kickoff time still gives us butterflies, and it's good to see. Yeah, it's good to see some things stay the same. Living life backdated, 'cause we know change is overrated. The best part of yesterday are the memories made along the way. You know legs that go for miles and miles with a little old country smile. You're looking good, girl, it's been a while, and it's good to see. Yeah, it's good to see some things stay the same. Living life backdated, cause we know. Living life backdated, cause we know. Change is overrated. Overrated.
That is the latest single from Michael Lee. It is called Change is Overrated. I tend to agree. I much prefer dollars with the price of gas right now, so you can send me a few of those if you'd like. I love that song, though, Mr. Michael Lee. I appreciate you guys all tuning in tonight. We had a great time. I want to thank my special guest, Ariella Aspen, and Mr. Jeff Orson for being on the program tonight. I just want to let you know, though, next week I will not be doing a live show on Thursday or Friday. I'm going to take me a little vacation and 5 straight days of nothing to do but relax and chill and visit with family and friends. So I will be sending the radio affiliates a pre-recorded show. It'll be kind of like watching NBC until the fall. You know what I mean? Today's Country with Tim Kelly is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
Put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. I'm rock and roll.